Hello friends, hope you're having a lovely day. I'm Divyan Chakravarti and you're watching Tech University. Today I'll be talking about another data science course that is offered by University of Virginia, and I will be telling you about program overview, capstone projects that they offer, admission requirements, deadlines, class profiles, tuition fees. There are a lot to tell, so this video is going to be long, but stay tuned to the last of this video to know everything about this course. And if you do like the course, please subscribe this channel. I'll continue to post these data science courses, and please share this video and channel with your friends who are searching for data science courses. Now, if we talk about University of Virginia's profile, so University of Virginia is located in Charlottesville, United States, and their ranking is 226 and the status is public, so they have got a lot of funds already. Student to faculty ratio is 8:1, so it's a very decent one, and there are already 2200 international students studying there. Now, if we talk about the subject rankings, they've got a world rank in the rank band of 151 to 200, graduate employability ranking of in the rank band 101 to 110, and in the US they have got a rank of 40, because there are a lot of top universities in US already, so this is one such university which you can target without being too nervous. And one specific thing that caught my eye was the citations per paper. So but look at the number, 84, almost 84 citations are there in per paper that they publish. So that is a very good indicator of what kind of research projects they are going to have. Now, if you talk about this course, this is the main landing page, and you will have 11 months to complete this course, and you have to complete 32 credits spanned across 3 terms. And in this, the program benefits, they have told that you will be working in a capstone project in teams, so you will learn a teamwork as well, and you will be a part of 250K plus alumni worldwide network, and you will have a chance to professionally develop yourself, and faculty experts will be there, of course, because see the number of citations you already saw. Now if you see the skills necessary for this course, so you need a problem solving mindset, not a fixed mindset, and you should have a working knowledge of discrete mathematical and statistical concepts, and quantitative ability, communication skills, proficiency at one of the programming languages like Python or R. So that is the things that are required. Now, if we talk about the academics, basically the courses that they offer in this course is this is an 11-month course, 32 credits you have to complete over a span of 3 terms: summer term, fall term, and spring term. So let's see one by one each of them. So there are three courses in the summer term: the programming for data science, practice and application of data science, and linear model for data science. And for fall terms, there are 12 credits. There are 3 courses: foundations of computer science, statistical learning, and Bayesian machine learning, and a 2 credit course on ethics of big data. And finally, a data science capstone project work 1, which is 1 credit, which will be continued in the spring semester as well. In spring semester, you have to complete 11 credit hours. 3 credits you have to complete from deep learning course. 2 credits you have to complete from capstone project work 2, which is in fact a continuation of the previous capstone project that you were already doing in the fall term. And you have to select 2 electives, 3 credits each, from the sample electives that they have given. So there are a lot of electives you can choose out from. I will pass this link into the video description, and you can choose whatever electives you want to study. And if we talk about the capstone projects, I will be talking about this because they have got a very different overview on the capstone project, because they work in a team of 2 to 4 with a faculty member assigned to you as a mentor. And what is different in this is these projects are sponsored outside of the School of Data Science. Now, what is the process look like? Is School of Data Science, what does is it periodically puts out a call for proposals. So seeing that flyer, companies do come to the pitch day and tells you about the project that they have. So you will be doing projects for the external companies. So you will have practical exposure on the real world data science problems. And finally, you will be asked to rank individually each project in the call for proposals. And finally, an internal algorithm that they might have developed will be making a group of 2 to 4 students out of the whole cohort, and you will be assigned a project out of that, and a faculty member. So a faculty member would be, guiding 4 groups, and you will have to have a weekly meet in a seminar style with the mentor to update about the progress you made in the project. Now, do all capstone projects have sponsors? No. By sponsors, they mean external sponsors. So sponsors like companies, corporate sponsors are there, but apart from them, there are some professors in other departments from the University of Virginia that can also sponsor the projects. So you might be working on them as well. I don't like the idea of the topic of the capstone I received during the algorithm matching. What can I do? So they have very positively, encouraged the people that the thing is not about the subject matter in this. The thing is about data science. All you have to do is to leverage data science to solve that particular problem. In the real world as well, you might come across a lot of problems which you might not want to go into, but as a data scientist, you will have to face them. Now, if we talk about the admissions, who should apply? I already told you there were the 5 points on the very first page. And if you talk about the how to apply, there is an application checklist. I will send the link to you. And if you talk about the prerequisite courses, there are four prerequisite courses: single variable calculus, linear algebra. These are very, very basic courses, which I guess every course, every 3 year or 4 year degree have. And introductory statistics is also there. Introductory programming is also there. So these are the four subjects that you need to have in your previous degree. Now, if you talk about the admission requirements, you need a statement of purpose with a 500 word limit. You have to tell your short and long term goals in perspective of education and career. You will have to submit transcripts, and then you will have to submit test scores, standardized tests like GRE, GMAT, or MCAT. I mean, they say that is now test optional, but admissions takes a holistic approach when reviewing applicants. So if you have appeared for GRE and if you have a valid score, you can just give the score to them as well. And for English language test, they say that applicants who have earned an undergraduate degree from an institution in which English is the primary language, they don't need to provide any language proficiency proof. All they have to do is to get a declaration from the university signed that our primary language of instruction is English. That's it. But if the language of instruction is not English, or you can't get the university to sign that particular thing, you will have to appear for TOEFL or IELTS. So for TOEFL, IBT score is required is 100 out of 120 with sectional cutoff of 22 in speaking and writing and 23 in reading and listening. For IELTS, you need a minimum score of 7 out of 9 and again a sectional cutoff of 6.5. And you need letter of recommendations. Two letter of recommendations are required, and at least one should be from a person who has a substantial knowledge of your academic accomplishment. So basically they're asking for a professor. After that, you will have to submit a resume, and there is some recommended supplementary material that they ask you to give them, but it is not compulsory but is recommended. Duolingo test. So there is a test called Duolingo English test, which combines an English proficiency test with a brief video interview. So you will be recording a video and then you will be kind of submitting that test to University of Virginia. And similarly, is in an initial view, they also kind of give a interview thing, and you will have to submit that. And there is a non-refundable application fee of 85 US dollars, which corresponds to 6,315 INR. Now, if we talk about the deadline, so for the 2022-23 academic year, the admissions are now open. It just opened on 18th of August, 3 days prior to me making this video. And you can go apply to this video if you are interested in this university. You have a lot of time. You can just collect your documents and all. The application due date is 6th of January 2022, and the decision will be released on February 25. So there is no rolling basis. There is a single day when all of the applicants will be getting the decision. And after that, I mean, if you are getting selected, so Advantage Students Day is made. I mean, there would be kind of an induction ceremony or something like that on 25th of March. And deposit deadline is also there on 15th of April if you do intend to accept the offer letter. Now, if we talk about the class profile, for the past 3 years, this is the typical class profile that looks like. So the average class size was 53 of the past 3 years, and the average GPA was 3.4 out of 5. Average years worked is 1 to 3. So there is an indication that you might need to have some work experience. And male to female ratio is also strikingly balanced, 52 to 48. International students 25%, almost one fourth of the students in the 53 seats are indeed international students. So 12 to 13 seats in every year is kind of reserved for international students, and 8% underrepresented communities. And there is 4% of seat distributed to military and veteran status people, and 52% of the total seats are occupied by UVA undergraduate. Now, if we talk about the tuition fees, this is segregated into Virginia residents versus non-Virginia residents. So it's not like national or international students. So for the summer term, the total fees is $12,194 US dollars. For fall term, it's $19,524 US dollars. And if you're an international student living outside of Virginia, you will be additionally paying $100. So that is the only difference, $100 in a semester. And spring breakout is also same, 19,524 and additional $100 for the international student. So if we club them all, so for the program total fees for this program is 51,442 US dollars for international students, which if we convert to Indian rupees corresponds to 38 lakhs 22,000 as of the current rate. And apart from that, there is a 400 non-refundable tuition deposit which you have to pay if you accept the offer letter. And if this is converted to Indian rupees, this corresponds to 29,720 INR. Now, if we talk about the employment statistics, so this is one of the very most necessary things that people look out for. Look at the sample job titles. They've got data analyst, data engineer, data science associate, data scientist, and look at the number of companies and the brands that they've got: Amazon, Argus, Bain and Company, Booz Allen Hamilton, Deloitte, EY, Department of Defense, and you've got IBM, Helio, KPMG, Merkel. So these are the companies that are already hiring from University of Virginia. Now, if we have a brief look at the 2020 employment statistics, just look at the number. There were 83% of the people who reported back to the university, and out of those, 86% who said they were employed, 9% said they have got internships or part-times, and there is only 5% people out of them who are just still seeking. So it's a very tiny number. And look at the average base starting salary. They've got 87,123 US dollars. In the contrast of the admission fees that you were giving was 51,442 US dollars. So look at the returns of investment. So that is something that you're going to look out for. You've got a base salary of 87,000 in your pocket once you graduate from this university. Now, there were some few questions and FAQs as well that I thought might be interesting for you to look at. So there is this question: is there any preference for students who have just finished their undergraduate degrees? There is no preference. They did write it here, but as you saw in the previous 3 years average class profile, you saw that our work experience was between 1 to 3 years. So there might be a possibility that you will have a high chance of getting admitted if you have prior work experience. And is a 3 year undergraduate degree acceptable? Yes, this is a big question. People do ask me a lot. I have a 3 year degree. Am I eligible for this course? But for this, yes, you are. For this particular course, you are eligible. And is an interview required? No, no interview is required. Is GRE required? Is now test optional, but student may submit a GRE score but are not required to do so. So if you have given GRE, I would suggest to submit a score anyway, because that will boost your chance. There is no minimum required GRE scores, of course. So what is the average GRE score? For the past admitted students, it is generally in the range of 80th percentile for the quant section and 60th percentile for the verbal sections. And do you accept GMAT or MCAT? Yes, they do accept GMAT and MCAT as well. Do I have to submit TOEFL or IELTS? As I already told you, like, you have to give TOEFL or IELTS only if your language of instruction is not English. Can the program be started at other times than the summer? No, this only starts at the summer. And is the program offered in evening, weekend? Yes, this program is offered in an online format as well, so you can go look out at that as well. It is completely remote. So that was it about this whole course. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel and share this video with the friends who are looking for data science courses. I'll keep posting similar data science courses on this channel for you guys, and I will be coming up with another data science course in the next video. Till then, au revoir.